Our continuing coverage of Penn State Hockey Media Day 2016 here on GoPSUSports.com. Brian Tripp joined by Penn State captain David Goodwin, and it's hard to believe you're going into your senior season. Wow.
Yeah, it goes by very quickly, unfortunately.
So what are your expectations for yourself and your team this year?
You know, for myself, I just want to be a good leader, a good captain, a guy that the younger guys look up to, and for the team, I think everyone kind of has a Big Ten championship in mind, as well as a spot in the NCAA tournament. So those would be probably the two goals.
So obviously there's a process to get to that point. Mm-hmm. The day in, day out grind of coming here and getting to work. What is that like, and how do you get that started now as the season approaches?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just the consistency and commitment. We're really trying to instill a consistent work ethic and just, it's important that everyone knows how significant each game is. The game against St. Lawrence is just as important as a game in March against whoever in the Big Ten. So just really important that everyone knows that each game counts and is very significant.
I know your team is very proud of the identity that you play with out there on the ice. How do you impart knowledge to the freshmen to allow them to become part of that identity and culture?
Yeah, I think the freshmen have done a great job with asking a lot of questions, whether it be on the ice, in the weight room, nutritionally. So I think they're starting to realize how big of a commitment it really is, and they're definitely starting to pick up on that and kind of follow in our footsteps.
Now, this is nothing against you or anyone coming back this year. I mean, you are the program's all-time leading scorer, but everyone knows, at least has an idea of what you can do, or an Andrew Sturtz or Vince Petrie. What can some of the freshmen do?
Well, there's, I would say, 3 or 4 of them. I'm really only talking about the forwards because I don't know anything about the D, but 3 or 4 of them are great playmakers, and then 3 or 4 of them are just great, goal scorers. So I think it's a good mix. I think the fans at Pegula will be, really excited to come to the games again.
Speaking about that, those fans, what's it like playing in front of them?
It's great. I love it. I was at the game on Monday, the NHL game, and it was really interesting for me to be on the other side of the ice. So. I kind of realized just how much energy there really is in the stand. So it's a great experience playing here.
I know our Maria Canales on GoPSUSports.com wrote a long feature on your Cuba trip this summer. I'm not going to take the fans back through that, but just how many hockey fans are there now in Cuba because of you?
There's definitely like 5 or 6. I don't know. I mean, in some of the classes I was teaching, I'd put videos up of our games against Army, way back in our first season, and they were just blown away with Pegula Ice Arena and just kind of really just the sport in general. So I don't know, maybe I'll go open an ice rink there or something.
Well, David, continued success both academically and athletically this year, and good luck for the season.
Yep, thanks, Brian.
David Goodwin with us here on GoPSUSports.com. Our coverage of Penn State Hockey Media Day 2016 continues here on GoPSUSports.com. Brian Tripp joined by Andrew Sturtz as he heads into his sophomore season. Andrew, how do you build on last year?
It's been a long summer. I've just tried to make sure I get myself in better shape. I haven't really looked at it from any other standpoint. I'm just trying to get in as good a shape as I can so I can try and play more minutes and help the team win some games.
There'll be a lot of freshmen on the roster this year. What did you learn last year about making the jump to college from juniors that you can impart to them?
I learned a lot from guys like Curtis Loic, David Glenn, that it's all about confidence. I mean, I came in my first 6-7 games. I tried to be somebody I wasn't. I tried to change my game a lot, and they just kept telling me get back to what I do, and I think that was the biggest thing. So if there's anything I'm going to pass on throughout the beginning of the season, I'm just going to try and give these guys confidence because you got to play the game that got you here. That's how it goes. That's how I think it goes.
When people talk about what you do, what do you want the opponents to say about Andrew Sturtz, the fans to say about your game?
I want people not to like playing against me. That's my main goal. I don't want people to be like, oh, he's good at stick handling or he can score goals. I want every player I play against to not enjoy playing against me on a day-to-day basis, and I think if I do that, then I'll be good.
What are the emotions that go through a player's mind and your mind as you walk onto the ice, skate onto the ice here at Pegula?
I couldn't imagine what it's like being on the other side, really. I mean, it would not be fun coming into this rink, and I'm sure Queens University is going to feel that on Sunday, and I know a couple guys on St. Lawrence who said last year when they came here it was a hard rink to play in. So I'm excited for Sunday and Thursday to get going and really let the Roar Zone have a feast on some kids.
Well, we're looking forward to it as well. Best of luck in your sophomore campaign.
Thanks, Tripper.
Andrew Sturts with us here on GoPSUSports.com. Here on GoPSUSports.com, Brian Tripp joined by Penn State defenseman Vince Petrie. Vince, sophomore season now. What you take from the freshman year and try to apply that to the sophomore season?
Yeah, I just tried to learn a lot, especially from a guy like Luke Uha, and he was a great mentor to me, and just tried to find little things out of his game, and I also learned kind of what it's like to play college hockey and how exciting it can be. So I'm really excited for this year and looking forward to it.
What did you do over the course of the last couple of months to get your game to where you want it to be heading into the season?
Yeah, I spent most of the summer here training with Cam Davidson, and I think I had a great summer training. I feel a lot stronger. I feel a lot quicker. I'm heavier, and I know that's good weight that I've added. So I think all around I'm pretty happy with where I'm at with my game right now.
What did you take out of the experience of being in Anaheim for the development camp?
Yeah, that was great. It was a great week. I learned a lot. Got to meet some of their staff, and it was fun to be a part of the organization for a little bit. And it was kind of you kind of got what it really takes. You saw that firsthand. So I think that was a good thing for me. So.
What are the next couple of weeks like? You guys have been having captains practices, but soon the coaches will get more time with you, and all of a sudden, a week from today, you're in game action. What's the next couple of weeks like as the season gets going?
Exciting for sure. We're excited to get coaches on the ice full time and have full practice and obviously the first game obviously started on Sunday and then St. Lawrence at home and I think one word to describe it is exciting.
Well, we're looking forward to another good year. Thanks.
Thank you.
Vince Petrie with us here on GoPSUSports.com.